Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you are watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are, including the CastBox podcast app.
That's correct.
We have a great partnership with CastBox right now. It's a free app for both iOS and Android devices. A great way to support Going In Raw. Download that. Give us a subscription. Hit the subscribe button. And then what's your See, man, you make a big deal about
I don't make a deal about anything.
You make a big
Everybody
deal
else
about
makes
it.
a deal about it.
You're projecting, you make a big deal about it.
I don't
See,
make
I
any
just
sort of deal.
People ask
Hey,
me,
let's talk about a real deal. Adam Mayhem is your H champion, your H champion, my H champion. What a great day.
Don't slam
great
on the
day.
desk.
I can't
It
contain my
kills
enthusiasm.
We-
I am proud that Adam Mayhem is our H champion. Are you?
You're a mark, is what you are. Am I proud? I'm proud of the night we had the other night. I thought it was a great night.
You're dodging the question.
Want to say thanks to
Yes, that I agree with.
Virgil Flynn III
absolutely.
and Virgil Flynn III Productions.
Yes.
Everybody was exceedingly nice.
Yes.
There. Everybody was. It was fantastic. They let us film the big episode 4 of Friendo Road. That should be coming. You're handling duties.
Yeah,
on
I'll
that.
be up this weekend.
I get the next story arc.
Yeah.
So I'm in charge.
That's
now.
fine.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. But I'm really looking forward to what you can do with what we shot. We got everybody was Joey Ryan was amazing. Leva Bates was amazing. Yes. So big shout out AJ
Yes.
Kirsch.
Thank you to
was
everybody who made
fantastic.
it possible.
It was a lot of fun. But yeah,
and
as you
especially
said,
thank you to Adam Mayhem.
Here he is
for pulling out the wind.
Oh, oops!
What is going on?
What the
there?
hell happened there? That wasn't the one that I wanted. Hold
That was
on.
weird.
I wanted this one right here. Why is it not showing up?
What's going on there?
The world doesn't want Adam Mayhem. Oh
Hey.
my God! No, it's not me. It's literally.
Well, that's fine. I have the shirt on. For those who got to see it, the stream via hoodslam.tv. Hopefully you
I'm really
enjoy the
bummed out.
match.
I want to see this.
I'm bummed out too. It's an incredible picture. It's the moment when I congratulated my guy Adam Mayhem on picking up that H title, and you're standing next to him. Oh, so grumpy, upset. Ooh.
Yeah, you've been grumpy too if your guy didn't win. I've seen you grumpy. You literally storm out of here whenever I beat you at a video game. This was actual stakes. This was actually, and on top of that, it happened via Leva Bates swerve.
It's great.
So no, it wasn't great. None of it was great.
It's great.
I don't even know where the H Championship is. Shouldn't it stay here at our headquarters? He's just out and about with it.
Well,
God knows what
he's our
doing
champion. We should trust him
with it. There it is. Look at this idiot.
Oh no, it's great.
Look at that. I look so sad right there.
I'm
He's so
happy.
annoying. God,
I'm
he's
so happy.
annoying.
I can't
It's so
contain
bad.
my enthusiasm. I'm so happy. Congratulations, Adam Mayhem.
Yeah.
Really happy for you.
Congratulations.
It's great.
It is what it is. I mean, look, man, it's just whoever we got to line up the next challenger to take that thing off him.
I have my guy.
What, you just don't want him to fight anybody? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, you'd have
How are we
belt-
going to make any money off a belt that never gets defended?
Pass that
Larson?
to Brock Lesnar.
All right, let's launch into our first story.
Yes, Brock Lesnar. He might be fighting in the octagon before he's fighting the WWE ring again, because he showed up at UFC 226, storming the cage after new heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier called him out.
I bought these guys popcorn too.
Oh yeah, that was
I
great.
was true to my word. See, that was such a good segue that we just did there. I didn't want to interrupt you, but there was more I had to say about the night, about Saturday night and how great it was.
It was a great night.
These fellas came up to me. They said, "Steve, where's my popcorn?" They said it jokingly. There was two more guys too. Said, "Hey."
No, there was one friendo who's wearing a friendo shirt.
Yeah.
Who I was talking to.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that you were going off buying some people popcorn, and I said, "Do you want popcorn?"
Yeah.
We'll get you popcorn too.
Yeah, so you led him my way while I was
Yeah.
talking to two friendos there.
Yeah.
Bought them popcorn, bought a couple more guys popcorn.
Well, I gave you some money to buy pop, so we bought some people popcorn. You stood in line and actually paid for it. The 5 of those dollars were my dollars.
Yes, they were. They were your dollars.
You're taking all the credit for buying popcorn.
Please continue with the Brock
Anyway,
Lesnar story.
so Daniel Cormier is your new heavyweight champion. After the match, he called out Brock.
He's the new double champion.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's a light heavyweight champion, too. Brock came into the cage, immediately shoved DC.
Yep.
DC says, you shoved me now, go to sleep later. It's good trash talk.
Yeah.
Lesnar grabbed the mic from Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
Well, he grabbed Joe Rogan's arm.
Yeah.
And grabbed the mic, pulled it close to him, and called, he said, like, the heavyweight division was essentially, I'm not using his exact wording, but he pretty much said the heavyweight division was crap. He said a couple people were pieces of poop.
Yeah.
Used a stronger word than poop.
He said the heavyweight division is, did he call it a sham? I think he called it a sham.
Oh, I mean, that's what it was.
He said the heavyweight division is a disaster. And then he called, what's the name of the dude who just got beat?
Steve Miocic.
Miocic.
Who was standing in the octagon when Cormier was doing his interview, so he might have still been there when Lesnar came in.
Yeah.
So Lesnar called him a piece of poop.
A piece of doo-doo.
Yeah.
A piece of doggy doo-doo.
And then he says...
somebody else is a piece of doggy
Yeah,
doo-doo.
and he said, Cormier, I'm coming for you, MFer.
Yeah, so this is coming from a guy who won one crap fight on roids in the past 6 years. I mean, like, here's the thing.
This might have been the best promo that Brock Lesnar done his entire career. And
Oh,
then afterwards,
for sure.
he shoved the microphone. Joe Rogan's hand is still attached to the microphone right into the camera.
Yeah.
That probably hurt for Joe Rogan.
It'll probably hurt the camera guy, too.
Well, I mean, he hit the lens, not the actual camera person.
Well, yeah, but there's a guy holding the
I
camera.
understand.
And so, depending if he was using the eyepiece or if he was using the monitor, I don't know what they
yeah,
use.
yeah.
That probably
Anyways,
wasn't
it
fun
was a little
for him.
dangerous on Brock's
He
part.
shoved a couple of the friggin' security guards, too.
Yeah, one guy shoved him back.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Oh,
not a
good.
security guard. I think it might have been one of the people in Cormier's camp.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Brock, you big old bully. Yeah, so I guess, the obvious question is we're not a UFC. I don't really care about the UFC's fine.
Let's talk about the UFC aspect of it first, because that could inform the wrestling aspect of it
Yeah.
as well. So MMA Fighting is reporting that, according to the USADA, Brock Lesnar has re-entered their drug testing pool and will be eligible to fight again after he's finished serving the remaining 6 months of his suspension for his previous failed test in January of 2019. Dana White also confirmed after Cormier's victory that, quote, the process has started when asked about Lesnar re-entering the testing pool. And then ESPN's Arash Markazi reported via Twitter, Brock Lesnar will be cleared to return to the UFC by January 2019. Conor McGregor is expected to return by then, too. ESPN's deal with UFC begins January 2019. I'm sure this is not at all coincidental.
Yeah.
They're bringing everybody in they can to make a huge splash for UFC on ESPN. So, with all that in mind, Lesnar headed back to the octagon, which we all thought was going to happen anyways. He's still holding that WWE Universal Championship. What does it mean for everything? Do you think it means it's obvious he's dropping it at SummerSlam? Because I don't. Because here's the thing. He will be at SummerSlam. He will have a defense. I think he will win. I think I wonder from WWE's perspective if they think there's an extra layer of legitimacy if they have their Universal Champion, win or lose, enter the octagon as WWE Champion, contend for the UFC Heavyweight Championship. And then there's story options for Mania next year. I don't want Lesnar to hold the belt till Mania next year. I assure you that. But he holds on that belt till Mania. So if he beats Cormier, which probably isn't going to happen, for the heavyweight title, then whoever beats Mania is really going to seem like a huge deal. Because not only are you beating the WWE Universal Champion, you're also beating the UFC Heavyweight Champion. I don't know if Dana White's going to be into that.
Yeah.
That's another aspect to consider. Or if he loses in January, then you got the storyline of, Brock's not the beast that he comes off as, potentially. There's storyline options if they keep the belt on him through his UFC fight. And from a marketing perspective, it'd probably be great for both companies.
Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you said. Number one, Brock has a lot of leverage right now.
Yeah.
And I think that because of the nature of Brock sort of, he doesn't need to be full-time anywhere, obviously.
No.
Doesn't need to be full-time in WWE. Doesn't need to be full-time even in UFC. I know there was a time when it was you got to pick one or pick one or pick the other. But given that, WWE right now as a business seems to be doing actually better than the UFC, we see this reflected in the TV deals that they both received. And the WWE came out on top.
Yeah.
And you look at the pay-per-view numbers for the UFC and they're sort of going down. It would actually benefit both the UFC and the WWE for Brock to be a two-sport champion, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that. And I think that both Dana White and, Vince, Stephanie, whomever, would probably see the value in that. I think there was a time when Dana would have looked at Brock Lesnar and said, no, we want you to be our cash cow, because if you're going to be champion, we don't want you going over to the WWE and possibly getting hurt. Well, number one, I don't know if there's a match that Brock's going to have in WWE these days where he's going to get hurt, because he just doesn't work a style that lends itself to getting hurt.
The way I see it, there's only one title defense he will probably have, sadly, between now and Mania, and that's going to be at SummerSlam. He may have a match at Survivor Series. If he's fighting in January, there's no way he's having a match at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Regardless of when his
yeah.
fight would be in January,
Yeah.
whether beginning or end of the month, doesn't matter. He's not going to defend at the Rumble. But I was thinking too that if they use the horsewomen versus horsewomen match potentially at Survivor Series as a headlining match, maybe in their mind from a marketing perspective, they don't need the Universal title on that card. So say for example, Lashley wins at Extreme Rules, takes on Brock at SummerSlam. They put on a good match. Brock retains.
Yeah.
It's conceivable we won't see him again until the build to Mania.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think it's a shame too, and I think, personally speaking, I think it's a sham, because I don't know that these days, and I know Meltzer has spoke on this relatively recently, that Brock isn't really a draw right now for the WWE. However, if he does, and I don't personally, look, man, I don't know a whole lot about the UFC. I know Cormier is fantastic. It seems like the only guy he hasn't been able to beat is John Jones, and every time John Jones seems to be on the juice. Which is a shame. I always felt that John Jones, like me and Hilton, we used to, I remember seeing John Jones' first fight, sitting at Hilton's house. And
wait, who?
Luchando's house.
No.
And sorry, however you want to refer to him, the guy that's sitting over there working our live stream poorly.
Well, first of all, there's nobody sitting over there, so apparently you've been watching all these UFC.
He's saying you don't exist.
UFC fights with an imaginary person.
I know, he's crazy. Anyways,
you're crazy.
Did you just do the jack-off sign?
No, I did this.
Oh, he did this. I'm like, wow, that's a turn.
That Marty
that's a turn
Skrull
for you.
Marty Skrull did that at the G1. He came out and he's calling everybody wankers and doing that.
That's funny. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I mean, yeah, it's great for WWE to have a high-profile UFC fighter. I don't think he's going to beat Cormier. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen.
Based on, Cormier, he's a multi-division champion.
Yeah.
He's got to be the favorite.
I would think so.
Brock's
last fight against Mark Hunt
Yeah.
was terrible.
Yeah.
It was just him, and it was a smart strategy fight on his part, because he was trying to avoid getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Because that was always sort of the knock on Brock, is that his chin isn't all that strong.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a really good striker,
Yeah.
he'll knock you out.
But he beat Shane Carwin, and that was Carwin's thing too, right?
Yeah. But that was sort of Brock at his peak. I think he probably lost a bit.
That was pre
Diverticulitis.
Yeah.
So, but even before then, like, he could get knocked down. Like, I think he'd been knocked down. It's just he found a way to win.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it'd be something else if he won the UFC title.
I know. I was just gonna say he looked like he was a good 4 to 5 inches taller than Cormier, and probably outweighs him by 30 pounds maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's not the end all be all in UFC.
I don't know
I remember
if that matters.
Hoist Gracie destroying people that weighed twice as much as him in the
remember
early
a dude
days of
getting
UFC.
his face ripped off.
Never happened, man.
I think that did happen.
That's
His
all
whole
rumors.
face got
It was
ripped
all
off.
rumors,
He was
man.
like, oh.
All those rumors.
So, anyways, yeah. I mean, for one thing that's sure though is that it really does elevate whomever eventually at some point in life takes that Universal title off Brock.
Maybe Brock will just buy the belt and make it his belt.
There you go, the Brock title.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's get to these super chats. We got a lot of them. Trey Saunders, $5. Just want to show my support while I get in at the gym. Absolutely love the show. Club Sandwich Club. Hashtag chest day. It was chest day for me too.
Zach Stolba, $2. Does Larson enjoy the event of pre-jism?
It just happens.
But do you enjoy it? See, I'll give that one a nay because you're right. It just happens.
It just happens.
So there's not really an enjoyment aspect to it, I don't believe. Like I'm enjoying other things that's going on at the time.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay for that?
That's fine.
So nay enjoyment, but yay enjoyment other stuff.
Sure.
Original name.
Original name, $5. First time I get notified y'all going live in 15 minutes before my 8-hour shift. I'll be sure to watch the VOD. Thank you.
Corey Smith, $5. Morning, friendos.
Good morning.
Steve just wanted to tell you that you would absolutely love the Cow Palace. Neon signs and pics from the 1950 rodeo days everywhere. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Man, when's APW run another show there?
I don't know.
I am going. I'm there, man.
Oh, Dr. Hogwash, $2. Adam effing Mayhem. That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah, get the F out of here.
H champion. It was a great day. A great day.
Michael Flowers for $5 says Mayhem wants Lesnar. No, he doesn't. Tom Fox, $2. Larson should have turned heel and two-sweeted Mayhem. I mean, you essentially did. You'll see in episode 4.
Why didn't too sweet anybody?
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? You know what's funny is that I actually thought that, too. I thought that would have actually been a perfect time for your two-sweet reveal. But, spoiler alert, didn't happen.
Yeah.
I thought of it too late.
Sean Trina, $2. Thanks for the popcorn. You're welcome.
You're welcome. No, you're welcome.
Well, it depends
From
which
me.
money you use because I gave you some money to buy popcorn.
The real
too.
Rich Hardesty, $2. Missing belt, worst case, Mayhem, HBK style photo. Ew. That's no good. That's no good. Iconic Bud Ryan, $5. Feels like Takahashi versus Dragon Lee took years off my life just watching. Thank God friendos have a real champ unlike WWE. Congrats, Mayhem. Trey Saunders, $2. MMA is fake. Pro wrestling is real. You kind of pointed that out when you said, and I agree with you.
UFC is becoming a lot more like boxing.
Yeah.
Or is more just,
sham fights.
Well, it's more about the spectacle and try to improve buy rates and stuff like
Dude,
that.
I'm sorry, but they had CM Punk on their show, like less than a month ago?
Well, they had him on there twice.
Sham fights. It's sham fights now, man. It's like a stuff above bum fights. Rob Punsalin, $5. Hey, friendos. Ordered my shirt sticker combo the day you announced the online store. You guys aren't the best. You're the slayest. Hey, that's a great way for me to introduce.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Promotion.
We have ourselves
promotion.
a merch store. It's called thefriendomarket.com. Shirts, stickers, prints. Right now, take a look at that shirt. We've got the slayest shirt.
Yeah.
And sticker. It's all part of a pack.
How do we get more than 200 orders yet?
Yeah, we're at 209.
That means, we shouldn't. This is great news. That means we sold out.
We've sold out
of our original order of shirts.
The reorder has been placed. It's on a rush. It should be here a week from today.
All right.
And then we'll immediately get back on those. But yeah, and then today is the last day of the sale. I'm extending it through today.
All right.
Today's the last day.
All right.
$25 for the slayest shirt sticker pack. It's $25. It's a great deal. Look at this. You get this signed postcard of us with our arms crossed and it's signed. You get the slayest shirt. This is silk screen printed shirt. This isn't like the glorified iron-on stuff right here. On a good sort of lighter Gildan ultra soft cotton. And then we've got these stickers right here. Perfect for your laptop. Or if you have like a shell on your laptop, it's good for that too. Look at that. They
Or
got the
your water receptacle.
Going in Raw logo right there, and then the Slow Wolf Pack sticker right there, which could be a shirt unto itself. So yeah, friendomarket.com. Go check it out. If anybody places any orders during the rest of this show, I will read them out loud.
Let's get through these last group of super chats here. Go on to our next story. Kendall Hurd, $5. Can finally catch you guys live. Thank you for the great content, friendos. Thank you.
You forgot Mr. Dope, $5.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Mr. Dope, $5. A guy right behind me at G1 got knocked the F out, and right after, his friend got choked by the same guy. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Were you sitting by Minoru Suzuki?
He said, I laughed at the moment, but I hope they're okay. Me too, man.
Wow.
Mr. Dope, you should have dropped a Spanish fly and whoever was the instigator of
There
that.
you go, Starship Pain.
Austin Luff, $2.79. Hashtag Team Bullet Club. Martin Garcia, $2. Is it me or does Kona Reeves look like Takahashi? He looks like a dollar store version of Takahashi.
Yeah.
Takahashi's a beautiful man. Kona Reeves is not.
Alto, if $5. If I score you guys a pair of tickets for a Lucha Libre event in Santa Rosa, would you come? Depends when.
Yeah, it kind of just depends on the day. How far is Santa Rosa, Bay Area?
Yeah, it's like 90 minutes.
All right, cool. Joseph Dietrich just put in an order. Wow. For the slayest.
Jason Spann, $5. Should Brock try and rip a face off at his next MMA match? Also, hope you guys are having a real good day.
It'll be true then. The stories.
All the rumors and stories will be true.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Hiromu Takahashi. So we were at Clash at the Village 3, preparing for Adam Mayhem to win the H Championship.
Going in Raw Invitational.
Yes. Shooting some content for Friendo Road.
Yeah.
Well, you were hoping that Joey Ryan was going to win the H Championship.
Yeah, I know.
And we saw the GIF online of the spot that apparently hurt Hiromu Takahashi. So I guess it's called the Dragonplex. I've only seen this move, actually. We see it in the video game.
Is it the Dragonplex?
Oh,
or
sorry,
the
Phoenix
Plex? Yeah.
Phoenix Plus. My apologies. I've seen Kota Ibushi do it in one of the matches I watched a while ago. Otherwise, the only time I've ever seen it is in the video game.
Yeah.
Because it looks incredibly dangerous. When Kota Ibushi did it, he made sure that the person's head was securely tucked throughout the duration of the move. Whereas in this instance, Takahashi, kind of his head got free, and so he pretty much landed straight on his head. Like this. So it compressed his head down.
Yeah.
So shortly after that, I mean, he finished the match amazingly. But shortly afterwards.
So Evan, look at this. Carlos Davalos.
What?
A Slayer shirt. So the match, we haven't seen it yet. We both watched up until that match.
Yeah.
After this, we're gonna wrap. We're gonna finish watching.
We're gonna pack some orders.
While we're packing some shirts.
And finish watching the show. Maybe we'll do a recap after.
But apparently the match was fairly short after that. It was just the finish.
Yeah,
and
matter
then
of a couple minutes. Yeah.
Then he collapsed backstage.
Yeah, that was the word we got from Meltzer. Was he collapsed backstage and was taken to the hospital. And then he reported, quote, the original belief was that he suffered a broken neck from that spot. New Japan issued a statement this morning about Takahashi's condition, saying, quote, Hiromu Takahashi has been hospitalized after suffering a neck injury while facing Dragon Lee in the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match on Saturday night's G1 Special in San Francisco. It is reported Takahashi, after the match, was immediately taken to a nearby hospital. He is currently undergoing a thorough evaluation. Takahashi is conscious and is able to sit and talk. So that's good if he's able to sit up.
That is good.
That's
Stevie
good.
Bradley, the Enforcer, just bought a Slash shirt.
Awesome.
Order.
Thank you,
very much.
Enforcer.
This does look. You know what's funny is that on my Twitter feed, I seem to have, I don't know, either muted or just I'm not really tuned in to the general sort of horde of people who are anxious to say, oh, New Japan is too dangerous, everybody's breaking their necks, and this is too dangerous, and WWE's better because nobody breaks their neck over there. And although I think that's an extremist viewpoint to take, I from what I understand, because I've seen a lot of tweets that sort of backlash against that, and they say, "Oh, get out of here," because accidents are accidents and they can happen. But you do have to ask yourself, I'll put it this way: if we got out of the Clash of the Village 3 without having looked at any spoilers, and I found out that Takahashi broke his neck, which still isn't confirmed.
Yeah.
But something happened. And I told you, hey, somebody messed up their neck real bad during a match at the Cow Palace. Who would your odds-on favorite be?
Probably Hiromu Takahashi.
Probably, or like Ospreay.
But he was in a tag match, so I wouldn't think he'd go quite as far.
They do seem to let them take more risks with their bodies than the WWE does. There was a little mini discussion this morning initiated by one of our friendos, Juan Carlos, who's the master of all those memes that he does.
And it was impressive how quickly he started doing the memes
Juan
following
Carlos
Mayhem's
is very impressive.
H title win.
Yeah, a terrible win.
Oh, great.
Sham champion.
No, legitimate.
Champion. And he asked Meltzer, he said, is the WWE, is it a softer style, less prone? And he says, people get more busted up, or he says people still get busted up. But David Starr, who's a terrific wrestler, tweeted with regards to that something along the lines. Lance Storm had a good little thing, and David Starr said, I'd much rather get into a strike heavy match, and we've talked about this before. Curious about it, a strike heavy match than like a WWE style match where you're taking bumps. You're still taking bumps. Bumps seems to be the thing.
Yeah.
You know, is if you get if you know you do a bunch of chops.
Yeah. Like people who fight Walter afterwards, their chest is all ugly, but
That all from what I know, there's no long lasting effects to your chest getting all bruised.
No.
You know, not like, you know, being dropped on your neck.
Well,
Lance Storm this past week, I think in response to I forget in response to what, but he said, "People, can we please stop bumping on aprons?"
Yeah.
Because that's going to add up
you was
over
talking
time.
about apron bombs specifically.
Apron bombs, yeah.
And I think that's the
exactly.
thing is when you take bumps, you know, that's the thing that adds up, and whenever you're doing high impact bumps on the ring or on the apron or on the floor, it's going to add up and it's going to increase the chances, I would think, of just something going slightly wrong and
every single
you're risking injury.
ticking time bomb singles match, high profile one anyways, which there's 4 or 5 of those a year. I mean, over the past 12 months anyways, seem to feature him doing these crazy, and nobody seemingly backstage says, "Hey, you know, dude, I don't know how old he is, probably mid-20s, late 20s. You need to stop that if you're going to live, if you're going to walk." I mean, we all saw what happened with Shibata, you know. So I don't know, at a certain point, when do you say, "Hey, maybe we should just like reserve these for just Wrestle Kingdom if you're going to do it."
Yeah.
Otherwise, and this honestly, I think this was more of a botch than him doing something wildly crazy, because I mean, it just seems like he either slipped out of it early, because it's supposed to be like a bridge, right? And that was supposed to be?
You're supposed to keep your I believe the person's head kind of tucked on your shoulder, or kind of, you know, on your shoulder, kind of like a muscle buster a little bit. But even with the muscle buster, how many times has Samoa Joe done that move?
Oh, I know.
Thousands.
Yeah. I know. Botches
And as far
happen.
as we know, he never hurt
I know.
anybody the entire time he's ever done that move, and just
I know.
that one time.
And I look at Will Ospreay when he almost broke his damn neck.
Doing
at
the
last
Spanish
at
fly,
Dominion, the Spanish fly with Marty Scurll.
Oh, that was at New Beginnings.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And I look at that, and it's like, I mean, that's the kind of thing that could happen on 205 Live. They do Spanish flies all the time.
Over the place,
there.
yeah.
So I'm not like just saying that, but you know, New Japan does have. I remember when I first started watching, I was like, oh my god. And the funny thing is, they don't need any of that stuff. They don't need any of it. Because, like, if you look at the last Omega Okada match, which, you know, according to at least the Wrestling Observer himself, and maybe even myself and maybe you,
Greatest match ever.
might have been the greatest match ever. There wasn't a whole lot of, like, really dangerous neck things going on.
Well, no, there wasn't really a whole lot of high spots per se.
Right.
Storytelling. It looks like Kenny and Cody reserved all their high spots for their G1 match.
Right. Yeah. No, Cody's going to be out for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't nearly. It's funny because it wasn't nearly as risk heavy as the Omega Naito match from the G1
the last
final,
year. Oh no,
which
it
was
seemed
literally
like
just
the story was we're going to drop each other on our head and neck as much as we can until someone can't get up anymore.
Yeah. So it would just. I'll put it this way: it would be a shame for the company if they're in the middle of this amazing run, this U.S. expansion, which is wildly successful, and something tragic happens. Like, you know, what if a Shibata thing happened now, where his career literally ended? I mean, Takahashi's probably a big part of their future plans.
Oh, yeah.
Omega tweeted that out as such.
Yeah.
He said he's a big part of the future plans. And it's obvious why. The dude is freaking one of my favorites.
He's immensely talented.
He's just nothing but energy. He's so unique.
He's got tons of charisma. I mean, part of I think part of what makes him enjoyable is the bit of recklessness. I think
There's an air of unpredictability.
Yes, that is inherent in his character and his in-ring style. Recklessness isn't the right word. Unpredictability is the right word. That adds to the enjoyment of his work. That I don't know.
But tell me you don't look away when he does a sunset flip powerbomb to the freaking...
I look away whenever that happens. Even when Gargano did the Ciampa and he didn't let him down as gently as possible.
Oh, it was as gentle as... Yeah, I had a hard time watching that too.
Yeah, I had a hard time
watching it. But Takahashi's not doing anything gentle.
No.
You know, I mean, I'm sure that he's a pro wrestler. He goes out there and
he's a
tries to be
professional.
safe.
Yes.
He's a professional. But man,
there's just danger inherent in that move. Period.
Yeah.
Regardless who's delivering it.
But then, you know, like I was reading, I think it was Cage Side Seats. Who does the winners and losers? Is that Bleacher or Cage Side Seats?
I don't remember.
I forget. It was the winners and losers of and it ran down all the matches and gave them grades and everything. And it said, you know, in their recap of the Dragon Lee Takahashi match, they said there are at least 5 spots where those could have been career enders for Takahashi. And that might be a bit of an exaggeration. I think in every singles high-profile Takahashi match, there's a couple
Well, I
that
think that's
feel like they
especially
could be
true with this feud because
with this feud especially.
I feel like
I get excited and terrified every time
they
they fight.
really take it to another level when they have a match.
Real quick, we'll get right back to the Sebastian Rooney, Anthony Jaramillo, Aaron Price, Sergio Castaneda, and Matthew Leija all slay shirts.
Wow.
Look at that.
Thank you so
Friendofmarket.com.
much. Let's touch on a couple other bits of news from the G1 special.
Yeah.
Both of us, just by happenstance, stopped watching at the same exact moment. It seems
Yeah, that
like.
was weird, man. We've been hanging out way too much.
I guess so. So we've only seen up through the Young Bucks versus Evil and Sonata match.
So a little bit of spoiler alert here.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about what actually happened.
Well, a little bit, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the major news coming out was the Takahashi injury. Kind of a bit, it seems like, of a Bullet Club reunification, but also a splinter group.
So at the end, Kenny, again, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about what actually happened. Kenny Omega versus Cody. Kenny won. And Cody was cool with that.
Yeah.
They seem unified at the end. Cody is taking some time off to do some sort of TV project.
Yeah,
apparently.
he keeps hinting of something. That's why he had to lose the blonde hair.
Yeah. And then there's, the Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and then King Haku apparently are have the
They've seemed like they've
seeds of a new faction.
seems like it.
Firing Squad.
Firing Squad.
That's
And
a
they
great name.
laid everybody out.
That's a great name, man.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
So, I mean, the prospect of getting a Kenny Omega Tamatonga match at some point down the line is really intriguing. Perhaps at the next show, U.S. show they announced, September 30th, back at the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when we'll get Tamatonga versus Kenny Omega. That'll be after the G1 concludes. But right before...
Got to bring like a butt cushion.
They're all bleacher seats.
For that venue.
Well, no, I think the ones that are kind of...
I wasn't even in a bleacher, man. I was in a...
Was it metal?
No. I guess it would be considered.
It's a bleacher, yeah.
But you weren't in bleachers.
Yeah, I was. Where I was.
You had a seat.
I didn't have a back to my seat.
Oh, you didn't have a back to your seat?
I was in a bleacher as
Did
well.
you have like a little bowl seat, like an actual?
No, it was just...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had...
No, because I think just the seats in the middle
Oh, okay.
were actual seats. Because I think the row, like across the aisle from us, had seats.
Oh.
But we were kind of in the corner, so we just had bleachers too.
No backing, huh?
No.
Ooh, boy, yeah. That's
Yeah, I had to get up and walk around it. For the U.S. title match, I got up and walk
For
around.
like one of a couple matches towards the finish, I just went up to
That's what I
the
did too.
top. Ran
That's what I
into
did.
Sandra out there.
That's what I do because I had to stretch the back out. Also, kind of somewhat involved in all this, it was just announced that Flip Gordon is going to get an NWA title shot at an upcoming Ring of Honor show, so that could be his way into All In.
Does that mean Aldis isn't going to be All In?
Maybe. That'd be a bummer for Aldis.
That would be sad for Aldis.
But then again, we thought Cody was going to pick up that Ring of Honor title too at the last show.
Yeah.
But now that he's taking time off, I guess it's obvious why not.
Yeah.
Why he didn't, sorry. So maybe they're just doing this match to put the thought in people's heads, oh, this is how Flip's going to get on All In and then have him lose.
Yeah.
Because they're making a huge deal about all this being All In.
I know.
So it'd be a bummer if he wasn't.
Well, maybe he's still All In if he's not the NWA champion.
Could be.
I mean, if once you sign to have a match, maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe
They'll make it a triple threat or something.
Maybe they'll make it a triple threat. I mean, he has to have a rematch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Maybe that'll be it All In.
Could be.
Who knows?
Let's take some super chats here. Chandler Black, $2. Roman versus Jinder or CM Punk versus Brock in UFC. So I guess would you rather see that UFC MMA fight between Punk and Brock or Roman versus Jinder?
Hold on a second. Roman versus Jinder or CM Punk versus
Or are they
Brock?
both prospective MMA matches?
I don't want to see CM Punk versus Brock.
No. So Roman versus Jinder it is. Kellen Moore, $2. Love.
Well, I like Jinder.
Yeah, I do too. Love what y'all are doing, friendos. Thank you very
thank
much,
you,
Kellen.
What a
Gary
great
Smith.
picture.
Gary Smith, $5. Only saw the GIF. Couldn't watch anymore. Hashtag
It's
get
rough.
well Hiromu.
It's
yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Ryan Sanderson, 5 pounds. Favorites to win the G1.
Great question. So you got to assume that Kenny's going to be carrying that belt all the way to Wrestle Kingdom, correct?
Yeah.
And so you can't discount
Where
the idea.
he's going to win.
Yeah, the ace wins or the champion wins
champion
at Wrestle
wins.
Kingdom. So there's the usual suspects. You got Tanahashi, Okada, Naito.
Yeah.
And then you got the story with the Bushi. Mm-hmm. So you got to expect one of those four probably to win the G1.
Was Kota Ibushi at the G1 special in San Francisco?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I don't believe so. So
I think it's got to be Kota Ibushi, right? It's got to be Kota Ibushi.
see, here's what I'm thinking.
Great.
It would be great, and I hope that
And here's the thing, they got to pull the trigger on that now because Kenny could be gonzo.
this is what I'm thinking. And I could be way off because I don't know if Kota Ibushi signed a full-time deal with New Japan, or if he's still technically a freelancer, and that would play into their plans whatsoever.
Yeah.
But traditionally, if you're the champ and you don't win G1, you defend the title at King of Pro Wrestling against someone who beat you at the G1. So what I can see happening, because Kenny did an interview a little while back talking about how he's in the same block as Kota, so they're going to have the match at the G1, and that it's going to be at. Well, he said in his mind he always pictured the rematch. They'd fight again at something huge like Tokyo Dome or something like that.
Yeah, man.
So he didn't know if he can go full bore, go all the way, fight, as intense as he does now against Kota Ibushi if it weren't on the largest stage. So that could already be him saying, I don't know if I can do everything I need to do to win that match.
Doing the job against my bestie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would set up a match for them at King of Pro Wrestling for the title, potentially. That way, I would prefer to see it at Wrestle Kingdom. I think that'd be fantastic.
It's got to be a Wrestle Kingdom, man, because they haven't even come close to pulling the trigger on whatever Naito's redemption story is going to be. He just
I know.
Lost a freaking tag match.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if it's going to. I don't think
it seems too soon to do Kenny Okada 5.
Yeah, it does.
I know Kenny, I think he said he wanted to do a program with Tanahashi.
I could see them going down the route. Maybe it'll be Naito Okada at Wrestle Kingdom because they fought at Wrestle Kingdom,
Last
in
year,
a rematch,
yeah.
but obviously not for the title. Naito goes over, and that starts off his Naito
Could
Reborn
be.
thing.
It could be.
I think Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom would be absolutely perfect. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised at all if Kenny re-signed with New Japan.
I fully
they've treated him
it.
like $1 million and all that kind of stuff. If WWE brings out the Brinks truck, then who knows? Maybe. Some guys don't care about that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like Kenny's the kind of guy who might not care about the money aspect of things, as long as New Japan treats him well and gives him enough. Maybe that's all that matters. Who knows? Maybe who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not in the dude's head.
Yeah.
But that being said, what a terrific finish to whatever that story might be.
Yes.
Look, my tree's moving again.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
You got a moving tree in your backyard.
Nest app.
W Vang 0013, $5 with Brian's contract ending on September 1st. And New Japan planning to have another U.S. show on September 30th. What are the chances he shows up? Daniel Bryan versus the New Japan roster is money.
If he, for whatever reason, doesn't re-sign with WWE, that will happen.
Oh yeah,
he's he's
could be Kenny versus Daniel Bryan main event in Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, Flaming $5. Should Vince or Triple H strip Brock Lesnar Universal title, retire the title, make a new Raw main title? Also in a UFC match, Brock versus Punk.
Oh, Brock.
Well, yeah.
At this point, I think he outweighs Punk by like 100 pounds.
Yeah, at least. No, I don't. Look, okay, so if it's me, yeah. I'm just not interested in Brock. That being said, he was like one of the most hashtag trending searched things on social media, on internet, because of his UFC
Saturday,
appearance.
Yeah.
So of course you want your title on that guy.
Yep.
Of course you do. It's dumb, but of course you do. If contractually it works out, then of course you want that. And Dolph is now the top champion guy on Raw. But I mean, I haven't been a huge fan of Raw lately. But between Braun carrying that Money in the Bank contract and
also they put the women's title on Ronda Rousey.
They've been pushing that super heavy.
So,
and they seem to have, Ronda went into the UFC Hall of Fame, I believe, this past weekend. And WWE's cool with her going and doing that. Like I feel like things between WWE and UFC are probably, they understand that while they probably share a lot of the same audience, and they do, I believe, kind of consider themselves competitors to a degree, I think they understand that there's a lot of money to be made with accommodating each other.
Yes, I think so. Jason Jimerson, $2. Hey, Steve, when is the next Four Lights podcast?
We're going to record it Thursday night, and then it'll go up. We might record it live. I don't know. We got to figure out all that stuff. But we're aiming to. We have it scheduled this Friday night to record it. We might do it live on the Friendoville channel, which means it would go up VOD like Saturday or Sunday. I think. I don't know.
Awesome.
But soon the plans are in place.
Lego $5. He just says hi. He says sup.
Hi.
Jason Hicks $5. King Haku versus Kenny Omega.
Yeah, man.
Haku delivered a heck of a pile driver at a G1 special in USA.
Yeah,
man.
he did.
Joe Barton $5.
Look at this. What an idiot.
What?
Adam Mayhem sends me a picture of that picture that I showed earlier, and he says, "Have a great day."
Have a great day, Adam Mayhem. Congratulations.
I'm changing my freaking phone number. You can deal with that guy from now on.
All right, fine.
I don't want to deal with him anymore.
Joe Barton.
How did he even get my phone number?
Oh.
He's so annoying. Did you give it to him?
Joe Barton, $5. Just a quick plug. Check out Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling on twitch.tv/Rocky Mountain Pro. Thank you, and keep being awesome and real.
Cool, we'll do that.
Arthur B. Hill II.
I love local wrestling.
Me too. Arthur B. Hill II, $2. Ordered a Slay Us pack the first day, ETA on it. We packed about 60 orders on Friday.
And then I started again from like the ones that were first ordered. So the first, by the end of today, the first 100 orders will be at the post office. I'm going to just drop them off on my way home. So yeah, those will be going out with any luck. Like the first 200 orders at the very latest will be delivered by next week.
All right.
I'm going to make that a goal of mine. So we'll see. The first, what did I say, 200 orders?
Yeah.
Minus maybe a couple of the double XLs. We ran out of those really quick.
Yeah.
A lot of hosses out there.
You want to talk about Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks? They have history. They had a match.
We got 2 more super chats before we do
all right.
that.
Sorry.
No, you didn't even see it. Stogie Mahalo, $5 from a longtime friend of the awesome Friendos duo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Alto, $2. Any plans of Going in Raw doing their own wrestling show? No. We are not promoters. We it was very gracious of Virgil Flynn III Productions to let us coordinate some of the promotion stuff. And then let us film there.
Let's be involved, even just
a
little bit.
Yeah. So we try to be as fly on the wall as possible. Right now we've got, sadly enough, but we do have our own champion, Adam Mayhem.
I mean, it's
H champion, Adam Mayhem.
Fantastic. A worthy holder of the H title.
Debatable.
No,
debatable.
No debate. He won, didn't he?
Again,
he won.
Not really sure that was due to his own. I prefer guys who can win due to wrestling acumen.
Well, he wrestled due to sound strategy.
I don't know, man. I feel like he sort of just landed. He just sort of...
No, he had a plan.
That was obviously not his plan.
Oh, winning was his plan, I guess, and he did it. So, or finding a way to win with his plan, and he did it.
Hard to argue with that, I guess.
All right, next. So the Young Bucks, as is customary following their match.
It's our weekly non-news segment.
Yeah, kind of. Had a post-match press conference following their match against Evil and Sonata. And it says something a bit interesting. I don't know what prompted this response.
Yeah.
But anyways, Justin Barrasso on Twitter was attending this conference and put up on Twitter. This is what Matt Jackson had to say. Quote, "How cool would it be to win the WWE Tag Team Championship belts and not even have to perform on the show? That would be pretty cool, but a very impressive feat."
Yeah.
Matt Hardy responded again on Twitter saying, quote, "What are these fantastical fancies that you speak of, Bucks of Youth? September 1st.
And
there's a picture of the leaders of worlds next to the Young Bucks all holding their respective titles.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not going to happen.
Ooh.
But it'd be great if it did.
What are the odds right now?
0.
0? Not even a 2% bodge?
No.
They accidentally show up?
No, it's not going to happen.
No?
No, WWE's not going to allow that. Come on.
WWE's trying to pull people off that damn show. They're not going to add their own massively over deleters of worlds to that show. We don't live in a perfect world just yet, so that's probably not going to happen.
No.
But you have to appreciate Matt Hardy doesn't give an F, just tweeting out on anybody he wants to. So, yeah, that's cool. Joe, I'm sorry, no, another.
Dylan Turner, $5. Any United Kingdom wrestlers you want to see in NXT UK that weren't involved in the shows a couple weeks ago?
Yes, the prestigious local hero,
yes.
Joe Hendry.
Yes.
I like Grado also. Grado's good.
Yeah.
All the people, everybody they've announced for World of Sport, I really like because they've announced those two. They've announced Viper just today.
Oh, yeah.
Piper Niven.
Yeah, she's great.
She's really good. And they've announced Osprey, but obviously he's in. I'd love to see Osprey in WWE. And forget who else. I think there was one more that I'm missing.
Oh, okay.
At least one more that
Okay.
I'm missing. Joe Barton, have you noticed? Oh, I'd like to see Jimmy Havoc.
Oh, yeah, that'd
fun.
be interesting.
It'd be interesting to see how he would fit in.
Yeah.
Crazy dude.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Barton, $20.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Joe
Wow.
Barton.
Yeah. Geez. Wow. Thanks. $20. Have you noticed when the IC title is on Raw and Universal title is absent, Ziggler is always Intercontinental champ and putting on amazing matches. He did this with Luke Harper back in the day, which I consider a highly underrated rivalry.
Yeah, they had some good matches.
Really good point, actually. Yeah.
One last story before our Raw preview. Apparently, Fandango is hurt, Steve.
This is a bummer.
It is a bummer.
This is a bummer.
So on Sunday, Fandango tweeted, quote, "See you guys in 6 or so months." Well, 6 to question mark. And then shortly thereafter, WWE issued a statement announcing that Fandango would indeed be on the shelf following a surgery scheduled for Tuesday for a torn left labrum.
That's,
In the shoulder, yes.
yeah, left.
So that's a bummer.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
We won't see his crotch thrusts
No.
for half a year now.
I can look at that GIF
It's
for
great.
days and days.
It's
that
great.
one day when he just went overdrive with
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
him. Maybe, look, man, here's the thing. They haven't really been doing a whole lot with Breezango on TV. They got moved over to Raw, which is, I mean, I don't know. They weren't really being used on SmackDown either.
No.
So I'm not sure if he'd want this. Tyler Breeze can put, I really want to go back and watch that Jushin Liger match with Tyler
It was good. I
Breeze.
remember that match. It was good.
He can put on killer matches.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd want this, but maybe put him on 205
Well,
Live.
you posed the question to me before we started. Would you rather be on Raw and never be on TV, or rarely be on TV, or be on 205 Live and be on the show pretty consistently?
If they, and again, here's the thing about Tyler Breeze, and we got a chance to interview Breezango,
Oh, they were great.
and they were great, and they both, number one, Fandango, that dude, his potential. I'm not sure if a rebrand at this point would be possible given how ingrained he is in that character.
I know.
But in terms of looks, size, build,
Personality, charisma,
and
sense of
charisma,
humor.
charisma off the damn charts.
And he's surprisingly large. He's
Yeah,
like
no, he's a
6'3",
big dude, yeah.
6'3",
He's a
probably
big
like
dude.
240.
That dude had limitless ceiling. Again, maybe it would take a release and a rebrand on the independent circuit.
And then 3 years later,
and then come
re-sign.
back.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be that.
Yeah.
But that dude has everything.
Yeah, he does.
Everything. Tyler Breeze, a little on the shorter side, which, obviously they never really gravitate towards for the big titles. But maybe a bit of a rebrand for him on 205
Because
Live.
I feel like if he goes to 205 Live, slight rebrand, give him a few months, he can be built up into a potential
not so much of a
cruiserweight
comedy.
champ.
Yeah, not so much of a comedy, not so much of the Tyler Breeze with the selfie stick stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe focus on. I mean, the thing about him is, again, when we just had a chance to shoot the shit with him, so much charisma. Put him on 205 Live, give him killer matches, and then bring
Go
him,
from there.
Yeah, go from there.
Yeah.
Just a thought. I mean, that's the one. Maybe there's some silver lining. You never want to see a guy get injured, but maybe there's some silver lining with Fandango.
And you don't want to. It'd be a bummer to see Tyler Breeze just get put into another tag team that's not going to really go anywhere.
Oh, I know. You don't want to see him land like Chad Gable treatment, like where all he does is job to people. But maybe being gone for 6 months and then having a big return, maybe that'll do something. Maybe that'll kickstart Fandango. Maybe Breezango. I would like to think so.
Yes.
Let's see here. More super chats.
Yes.
And then we'll get to our Raw preview. Lego, we can't stop here. This is Bat Country. What is that from?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
King Drew, $5, a whole day with Daniel Bryan, or $1,000 each.
A day with Daniel Bryan.
Yes, 100%.
Because I can get him to say into the camera, this is Daniel Bryan, you're watching Going in Raw, and that translates to money.
Yeah, maybe. Matt Dale, $16, $2, Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Taco Bell.
Del Taco.
Taco Bell.
Del Taco.
They're their own beasts. It's like saying with you, peanut butter or almond butter. You always say They're their own things.
Well, I mean, similarly, I prefer the taste of almond butter over peanut butter.
I don't think you do, though.
I do. You have this,
You have this thing
idea
in your head.
No,
You have this
thing
idea in your head.
that I'm some sort of contrarian and like things to be different. No, I actually prefer the taste overall of almonds more than peanuts. Therefore, I like almond butter more than peanut butter. That's just what it is. I have an open mind about my nut butters. You do not.
I have an open mind. I've had almond butter. It's boring.
It's not boring.
Yeah, man, it's totally.
It's
boring.
slightly.
And it's so expensive.
Yeah, it is
it's
expensive.
Stupidly expensive.
It is expensive. We got to pay for quality. Flame Inc. $10. YouTube Wrestling Fatal 4-Way Elimination. Simon Miller versus El Fakador.
Yeah, from Wrestle Talk.
Okay. Versus Adam Mayhem versus Ross. Who wins and who eliminates who? Also, Cultaholic is invading Wrestle Talk.
Really? Those bastards. Leave my Wrestle Talk guys alone.
I mean, I'm going to pick Adam Mayhem because he's my guy.
No, man. Here's let's see here. I'll say Ross wins. Mayhem is eliminated like instantly. Like he gets in there. He starts gyrating towards the crowd or something. They toss him over immediately, right?
It's not a battle royal. It's elimination.
It's elimination. Fatal 4-way elimination.
Yeah, pin or submission.
Oh, okay. He gets in there. Super kick from Simon Miller. This is basically, so he's eliminated. Adam Mayhem's eliminated. And then Ross takes out both Simon Miller and El Fakador. No, I got to go with El Fakador. El Fakador wins. No, Simon Miller wins.
All right.
They all win. The fans win.
You just want Adam Mayhem to lose.
Yeah, he definitely loses first.
Dylan Turner, $2. WWE just tweeted AJ versus Nakamura is set for tomorrow. Interesting. Lego, $2. Lego, $2. It was from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and now I remember it.
I have not seen that movie since it was in the theaters.
Oh, really? I've seen it once. I read the book.
When's the last time you saw the movie?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, I just saw it in the theaters.
I saw it in the theaters, and I saw it on DVD a few years later.
Oh, yeah. Does it stand up?
I mean, my reaction to it was the same as I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
I thought the book was funnier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There were some jokes from the book they didn't put in.
I don't think I've ever read any Hunter S. Thompson stuff.
That's the only book I've ever read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Raw preview time. This is, of course, direct from WWE.com.
Verbatim.
Yeah, because we love reading their little copy for each item.
I swear, dude, I'm so close to starting up some WWE.com digital division fanfic.
This
day in the life.
Yeah, this stuff. I mean,
It's
like
like
immediately they start off with a pun. Potty crasher. Get it?
Yeah.
Not a party
Not
crasher.
Party crasher.
Potty.
Because obviously Braun Strowman and
He
Kevin Owens.
destroyed a porta
So
potty.
I'll start with this one.
Yes.
Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman's not finished with
No,
you.
do the voice. Braun Strowman's not finished with you.
Sorry. After becoming a target of the monster among men, KO found himself in a foul predicament when Strowman trapped him inside a portable toilet and knocked the potty off the stage. It was gross, and judging by Owens' expression afterwards, the incident stung more than his nostrils. Continuing on, there's a second paragraph.
Yeah.
Mr. Monster in the Bank tends to stick to his prey like a great white shark in a Steven Spielberg flick. I'm assuming they're simply talking about Jaws.
Yeah, it's a roundabout way of saying Jaws.
Or perhaps more appropriately in this case, like flies on you-know-what.
That's poop.
I'm assuming they mean shit.
Poo-poo.
Expect more of that signature Strowman destruction at KO's expense this week. That's only the first preview.
Yeah, I neglected to put the first paragraph in the next one. I should have.
Oh, no. You truncated it?
Yeah.
You editing
well, here,
bastard.
go to The Doctor is in, and I'll go and retrieve.
Okay, all right. I will
Skip
read.
ahead.
The Doctor is in. Again, another one paragraph and one sentence. Here we go. The Doctor is in. Unknowingly, Sasha Banks and Bayley
Sorry, that's why I neglected to put it all, because it's 3 paragraphs.
Yes.
Anyways, continue.
Unknowingly, Sasha Banks and Bayley were forced to attend. Wait, unknowingly? They totally knew where they were going.
Yeah.
Were forced to attend. Oh, crap. You just.
Oh, I messed you up.
Yeah. Were forced to attend friendship counseling together this past Monday night with the returning Dr. Shelby, who invited the former besties into the friend zone for some honesty theater. To the Doctor's surprise, the boss and the huggable one might be even more combustible than the duo he originally brought together several years ago, Team Hell No. Will we see any progress from Bayley and Sasha this week, or are the one-time BFFs even worse off than before? I suspect it's the latter.
Yes. Next, One versus All. but mainly Bobby Lashley. Whether you consider him a proud fighting superstar or simply overconfident, you have to admit that Roman Reigns would have fared better against the Revival this past Monday night if he had tagged in his partner Bobby Lashley. We can all agree on that. Already battle-weary after teaming with Seth Rollins against Intercontinental Champion Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, Reigns refused to tag in Lashley during their match against Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. Top guys who sought to prove they earned that moniker in a rematch against the warring partners.
This is the longest preview.
The merciless Revival ultimately got this. This reads like a Star Wars scroll, doesn't it?
It does.
The merciless Revival ultimately got themselves disqualified, and when they continued the brutality after the bell, Lashley literally turned his back on the big dog. Reigns and Lashley are set to go one-on-one for the first time ever at WWE Extreme Rules, but based on their recent history, don't be surprised they get a little impatient Monday night. I get the last one too. No apologies.
Hey.
After Constable Baron Corbin didn't get the apology he wanted from Finn Balor Monday night for their tag team failure the week prior, the pair took their rivalry to social media. And following an intensely personal back and forth in which Corbin called into question Balor's toughness and even his in-ring accomplishments before WWE, Raw General Manager Kurt Angle made Balor versus Corbin official for WWE Extreme Rules. Now WWE's first Universal Champion will have a chance to prove what he can truly do when he battles the Constable. Again, the Star Wars scroll. Will Balor bring the fight to Corbin before their newly sanctioned match, or will Corbin use his authority to help the extraordinary man? That's how it is, right? Mm-hmm. The extraordinary man at bay.
Extraordinary things.
Yes.
Yeah. Man,
that is your Raw preview.
I feel like it's a whole lot of spinning wheels again. Sort of the problem not having a Universal Championship.
I know.
Did they say anything about Dolph Ziggler and all that?
They mentioned them briefly in the Roman Reigns Lashley thing.
He's the only guy with a title.
I know.
Super chat. Dylan Turner. Then we'll get to a couple of questions. Dylan Turner, $2. Oh, no.
We got that already. Good luck with that. $3. 5 superstars you would put in 205 Live to build it. Tyler Breeze.
Superstar, like main roster guys that we bring down?
He wasn't specific, so
right.
Anybody.
Let's say from NXT and, it's Tyler Breeze, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
I bring those guys from Maine.
Yeah.
From NXT, God, I hate to say it, but probably Johnny Gargano.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, probably. Not Ricochet, though.
He's so good. No. There's a line. I'm not going to cross.
Oh, that's 3.
That's
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay, Dragon Lee.
There you go. Brian Jankowski, $5. I'm still mad that Kane squashed Balor. A Demon versus Demon match would have been huge.
Yeah, that'd have been good. Lucy the Beast. Or Lucy the Beast.
Yeah.
Top 5 signees if WWE did another.
Oh, we kind of did something
classic.
like that. You can use a lot of names we just used. Dragon Lee, Ospreay.
Dragon Lee, Ospreay.
Pentagon Jr.
Completely healed and slightly more
careful,
reflective.
Yes.
Takahashi.
Pentagon Jr.
Skrull.
No, Ray Phoenix too.
Let Rockstar Spud.
There you
wrestle.
go. Delete $2. I just pledged to Patreon at $20. He's so ready for Matt Chat.
That was Delangelo Stokes. Stokes is a great last name.
Yeah.
Homo Stokes. You know where Homo Stokes is from?
No.
He was the opponent from Oh Brother.
Oh, okay.
Homo Stokes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Questions.
Oh yeah, let's do some questions now. As usual, I put these up on Twitter, and then you'll read from chat.
Correct.
Not to be confused with chit chat. Boy, that's gonna be obnoxious. He's so obnoxious.
Only for you.
He just tweeted out. He just friggin' texted me another friggin' meme.
Good.
Isn't he supposed to be like in school right now or something?
I don't know.
God, he's so annoying. Who just does that? Hello, darkness, my old friend, with a picture of me.
You're having a hard time with
What
things,
a
man.
jerk. I hate our champion. I hate him.
I don't. I think he's the best.
I'm sure you do. You never had a problem turning on me, throwing me under the bus. 20 some odd years of knowing.
I mean, the worst thing I've ever done to you is farted next to you or making a hamburger. It's not that huge of a deal, man. Get over it.
This is the new worst thing you ever did to me, by the way. This now eclipses farting next to
okay. Well, then I'm incredibly proud of it.
Broken Matt. Hey, friendos, if you like Viper, then check her mini doc, Fight Like a Girl. It's Viper getting ready for her match at Stardom against Nikki Storm.
Ooh.
You know who Nikki Storm is?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Cross.
Mm-hmm.
For the Stardom Women's Championship. That's interesting.
That's cool.
I'll check that out. Let's see.
Gary Smith, $5. Always enjoy the Monday stream. Now time to get in the gym and get jacked.
Get jacked.
I tried to get jacked this morning, too.
Yeah, man. Did you get jacked?
It was chest day.
Man, you know who's super jacked? Brian Cage.
Yeah, he's massive.
We got to see him backstage. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
jacked.
he's massive.
Let's call him Jack Cage. Jonathan wants to know who's Adam Mayhem's next challenger for the H title. I don't know, but I really hope that whoever it is, he friggin' loses it.
Adam Nuttall, 2 pounds. Oka's new gimmick, New Japan, yay or nay?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know who Oka is.
He was one of the young lions.
What's his new gimmick?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube.com/The Wrestle Dude. Which would have been a worse thing to happen? Vince Russo booking the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Oh, God. I think probably that. But he also said, maybe not, because this is bad. If the match between Sting and Jeff Hardy at Victory Road went the time it was originally supposed to, probably that, because one or both of those guys could have been horribly injured.
Yeah.
Even without Vince Russo back in the day, the WWE did really bad things with the women's division, so I can't blame all that on him.
Raymond Bostaff, cruiserweights that you could bring back in a time machine for 205 Live.
Wait, what now? Who?
Wrestlers you could bring back in a time machine for 205 Live. So great cruiserweights of previous eras.
Juventud Guerrera. I'm just trying to think of the WCW. Dean Malenko. Oh,
there you go.
Number one, Dean Malenko.
Imagine Dean Malenko versus Drew Gulak.
Oh, man.
Man, technical masterpiece.
They'd both be the Dean Malenkos of the cruiserweight division now. Harry Flynn wants to know if we knew that Kurt Angle had a squash match against Roderick Strong on SmackDown in like 2004 or 2005.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
Richard Ely, $2. Hey, guys, do you own any replica belts? Have a good one. Alto gave us a replica
It's over there.
World
Big gold
Heavyweight
belt.
Championship.
We got a big gold belt. Now Adam Mayhem has a replica H title. By the way, big shout out to penultimate Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
I hope you're happy. You're the one who started all this by sending us that H title in the first place. Mike Adams, when are we getting real Ellsworth, James Ellsworth rather, versus Adam Mayhem for the H title?
I don't know.
Isn't he signed with WWE now? I don't think we can do that. But
like
then
it.
Isn't he still like doing indie dates?
I don't know.
I don't know. Jova wants to know, other than the 2K games, what game would you want to play with Xavier Woods on Up, Up, Down, Down?
WCW versus NWO World Tour.
Portal 2.
Oh, that'd be good, too.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be good. Remember when we did the entire co-op for Portal 2 together?
Yeah.
It took us forever to do that last one.
It took probably 3 times longer than it
took us
really
2 hours
should
to get
have.
that last one done.
I know. I kind of want to try that with Lacey on the Friendoville channel, but I'm not sure. We'll probably be there way too long, and it's just I can't take that kind of like people in chat like, you idiots, what are you doing? Jordan Schwartz, I have loved what The Miz has done with the Intercontinental Championship. Do you guys think they will put the WWE or Universal Championship on him anytime soon? It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be surprised if by December of 2019, The Miz will have gotten some sort of run with the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
If WWE ends up saying, enough of you, Brock, and just take the title off him, whatever. At SummerSlam, he drops to Roman or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just goes along his way. That would probably open up things a lot more, for that title to change hands. It wouldn't surprise me if they put Miz at the top of their plans for some big heel run at some point.
Gary Smith, $5. If Brock keeps the Universal title and takes it to the UFC, which title should WWE bring back as top title on Raw? So for the sake of this question, let's say Universal Championship is what I thought it should have been from the beginning.
Yeah,
just a top title for the company, defended once a year at SummerSlam. They should bring back the Winged Eagle title and I don't know, name it something, just not WWE Championship.
That'd be cool.
That's what they should do.
No, I like that. What would they call it? The Global Force title.
Global. They can't use global because Global Force Wrestling now.
Did you hear that StarCast cut a deal with Global Force Wrestling to broadcast a lot of the events from StarCast?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
I'm not sure what Global Force Wrestling, what role they're going to play.
Well, will it be on their network?
Maybe.
Global Force Network?
No, because it was a Jeff Jarrett. Julio Rangel just placed an order for a Slayer shirt. Thank you, Julio. Jeff Jarrett's the one who announced it and everything. Does he still have something to do with Global Wrestling Network, or is that just Impact?
I have no idea.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, my God. Liam Wagner just posted this long conspiracy theory about the H title.
What?
Here's my conspiracy theory for Virgil Flynn III Fallout. Larson knew that Adam Mayhem didn't have a chance against Joey Ryan, so he called in a favor from Brian Zane to have Leva Bates help Adam Mayhem. Zane calls Steve to make it seem like he heard about the Going in Raw Invitational and wants in. Steve, with his hasty decision-making and thinking that Leva being part of the competition makes it harder for Adam Mayhem to leave H champion, agrees to have Bates part of the match, and Larson acts surprised and angry that Steve made such a decision. But Steve doesn't know that Larson set it all up. So that you're reading too far into us, man. You're
giving me way too much credit for being smart.
And a good actor.
Yeah. No.
Ooh. I didn't see this. Hayden Jones asks, did Tama Tonga have the deepest crotch grab ever? Crotch grab or crotch chop? Oh, when he grabbed his crotch at some point.
Oh, maybe. I didn't. It must be at the end because I didn't see it.
Maybe it's at the end. All right, Alex Payne. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Me?
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
Yeah. I have no idea.
I'd be like a palm tree because at least you're in nice weather.
Oh, that's a good point. You could be on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can I be a palm tree next to you?
No.
Really?
No, you can be somewhere else.
What a bummer that is. I'm going to be an oak. I want to be up in Northern California. Further up north from us. Us. North from us. Let's see here. Jason Lewis, do you think the size of the upcoming TV contract will make WWE consider reducing the house show schedule? You would love to think so, but probably not.
So. No, that's one of those vestiges from wrestling's past that I don't think they're going to get rid of anytime soon.
Because Fandango got hurt at what? A house show.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going away anytime soon. Keith Roberts, $5. Thoughts on Jericho recently saying on Cornette's podcast that Randy Orton is the best wrestler alive, said he's better than him, better than everyone.
I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. He's probably much more informed about things than I am, and that's, an opinion that I would probably put a lot of weight behind. Mm-hmm. He's not my favorite to watch, but that definitely puts into context Chris Jericho coming to Randy Orton's defense against Brock Lesnar. I like that. That's cool.
Steven Sakari has AJ secured himself a spot in the Hall of Fame after only 2 years. Yeah, because WWE Hall of Fame doesn't actually just encapsulate your WWE career. It's your entire wrestling career. So,
what was the question? AJ what?
In the WWE Hall of Fame already after just 2 years with the company.
Oh,
yeah.
He without even being in WWE, he could have been Hall of Fame. Let's see here. Mike Tobin. Should Braun cash in at a UFC event? Hell yeah. That'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Anyways, we got to go. Thank you, everybody, for all your orders. We're going to be spending the rest of the day packing those bastards up and sending them on out into the ether, into the world where you guys can then wear them.
Correct.
How did Adam Mayhem get one of those Slayer shirts before like anybody else? And then he taped my face up. What kind of partner are you to be okay with that?
Well,
going in Raw is not fine.
Things happen, man.
Going in Raw is not fine.
I don't know anything about that.
Anyways, that's it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the super chats and all your support. We appreciate it. Friendomarket.com. Last day of the sale. Tomorrow goes up $30.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.